I remember being at the Lancaster mission, and this, they had table talk, which is very similar to the rehabs and people telling their personal story. Yeah, like just opening up. Table talk is excellent. So table talk goes on along with, right alongside rehab, with telling, awful stories of your life. It doesn't have to deal with drugs, but table talk is much more positive. What's your favorite vacation? What's your favorite food? If you could do anything, what would that be? Where would you want to be in a time zone? What was your room like, or what did you want your room to be like? And if you were an animal, what animal would you be? What do you think is your best animal? Positive. Table talk is the best game for a party. Table talk. It's really cool. So, what's your favorite band? This was my husband's t-shirt. Okay. All I had was death in my life. He was definitely death. And I don't know, like, band, I said, what's your favorite band? And I named whatever band, and he says, you have AC. This is AC/DC. What are your favorite? It's my, but they are a lively group. Back in Black was their best album, and this is what half of it's like sex, and I mean it's upbeat, and all music you can just change the lyrics. Yeah. Why would like any of the Back in Black? Why would any of that album be evil? Yeah, I mean because whatever, sexual immorality, but the thing that I never ever got was nothing's done about the worst crime in the world, which is child molestation. And how can a child growing into a teenager, how can they even do anything wrong when they were done the worst harm of all time? Like, how can they... Oh, she's sexually aroused. Oh, they were taught all... Well, no. Vicky, who died before Jim Keebler, and Jim Keebler was known to be a child molester in my family. He put his junk out on the diaper changing table right next to my sister when she was a baby. So they made a big, huge deal about it. Like, nobody ever cared about me. Like, I had the worst things done to me. So I was just like, oh, do you think that's awful? Yeah, I do. Nothing's done though, is it? I remember at Long's Park, this one guy was just like, yeah, he doesn't understand. There's a child molester in his family. They let the child molester babysit their kids. Like, what the fuck's up with that? What the hell's the matter with this insane world? Seriously, like, yeah. Wait. Is Uncle Johnny, is he a child molester? Yeah, well then, why ain't having, Igor babysit your kids? If you know something's up, or if you know there's I couldn't get another babysitter. Like, you have a little bit of power, that's where you have the AI bots come in, but I wouldn't trust a computer that could possibly kill. I would not trust a computer. I wouldn't trust anything. I would have video footage 24/7. I'd hire somebody that I'd studied for a bit. I really, whatever. Okay, if I would have had the capabilities, I would have studied someone to babysit my kid, but without telling the person, I would have videotaped the whole entire downstairs of the house. Like if I in a house, I'd have every single room have a hidden camera in the four corners of the room and on the walls. I'd have the whole place, like 10 cameras in a room, so you could not see if or if not they harmed my kid or not. And that's supposed to be like illegal in court. I mean, how else are you supposed to find out if somebody's doing something wrong if you don't have like a million cameras in your house? And just whatever. That's how much I don't trust anyone. Pretend a lot narcissist really destroyed any trust I would have with anyone with what the hell he did to me. He's totally insane. A complete total liar. Going and telling his friend about, well, does her kids want to see her? Well, of course not. It's been like, 18 damn years when they were 7 and 9, stolen from me. And I was almost killed that year. So, really? Are you serious? He's just a knucklehead. That's why he got beat up all the time. Like, do you understand reality? Let's punch reality. That wouldn't even matter. I mean, they're just dead. They're useless. Like, it's a miracle how he can even make it through a day. They're just Satan. They're just, I guess, demons. The legion of demons that live inside him, they just supernaturally make him walk and talk and somehow survive. Like, he's just nothing. Right? He's a legion of demons, and I'm like, man, like, do whatever. Like, how can he even function? It's just unreal. This world's just unreal. Alright, so I'm throwing out clothes. I'm not going to throw this one out, but this is a classic. And actually, it's jamming. And when I was in recovery, this guy goes to the gym, and he's like, the one week we were talking about music. That music can bring you back into thinking about drinking again, okay? Or drug it up again. Yeah, I stay away from certain rock and roll because it could trigger me to do drugs. See, I never had any money to do drugs. So, my life's a joke. That I was ever a drug addict. That's the biggest joke there is. Yeah. Like, 2 girls, teenage girls, I didn't have $10,000 to have drugs mailed to a house where they were taken care of. Right? Like, oh my God. I never had the luxury of doing drugs, but they're not even worth it. Except, Jesus turned water into wine in moderation. And, like, the 1990 gods, or 1988 gods cocaine. Heroin's probably okay if it's, I don't even know. I wouldn't know. I never tried it. I don't care. And I wouldn't do any meth unless it would be going back in the time machine back to Hitler time and taking a pill. And that's like, I like drugs. Like, really. Okay, I can't say my other opinion because... Alright, the worst drugs that you can take are... Okay. In my opinion, the hospital drugs are way worse than the street drugs. Not today's street drugs, no, not with fentanyl, whatever the hell else they put into it. Whatever the fuck. K2 was, fentanyl, like... Who fucking knows? Liquid Drano and fucking battery acid for meth. Like, who knows? But that's like the same shit that they put in your hospital drugs, right? So, whatever. Shouldn't have said that. I'm not allowed to say certain things. I was never ever allowed to have an opinion. I never ever had a life. I never ever had any real friends who supported me. I never had anybody support me. I was always supporting them. I was always their slave. The one guy, this girl's house I always went over, he's, what are you even doing here? She treats you like shit. I'd never ever come back here again if I were you. Oh, what? Oh my God. God. All Tara is nice to you. She's like the best person, and you fucking shit all over her. You treat her like shit. The hell is your problem? She's crazy. My girlfriend I kept on going back to, because I don't have any friends. But I mean, it's nice to, like, hang out and watch videos, but, like, you know, I mean, is that worth it? Or, you know, actually better company is going into recovery, and, like, I mean, they're kind of like my friends. Like, I went to enough meetings. It's nice. They're cool. They really are. You know, it's nice to connect with people, and, I mean, that's the best thing to do every single day if you can possibly do that. Like, just have, like, a connection with a group of people and have table talk or recovery. You know, you just go around the subject of the Bible verse in recovery class, and it's not even a class, it's just sharing. It's just like, yeah, this is my thought on this, and that, yeah, I was a real dumb shit with that. Yeah, and, you know, and, yeah, we can, you know, I can, this is what I did to get out of it, and how I do that every day, and this is great. It's something like that, you know, just connecting is the best. I mean, people connected a lot with YouTube videos. This is a great medium, but it's not total connection, but it's the only connection I ever had. I had no connection with my husband, so at least this helped me survive. Videos helped me survive my husband. And pretend on our side, I don't even know how the hell I made it. You know, like, that was a total nightmare for 4 months. He just in complete denial. He's like, God, like, my worst abuser. Just awful. And, right, my life was just awful. Like, you know, some people have a break, and some people have, and I actually had one, but, I mean, not my entire life. And, you know, I can't have people working against me, like the rapist of last 4th of July, and then I saw him, like, a month ago, stalking me and having, like, really fucking crazy evil eyes and shit, and then there's fucking asshole from Late Theodore Carl Summerlin's 315 North Queen Street. Whatever apartment was that apartment 2 or 3? I don't know, because it was just, I could care less. Because it was that bad. I guess it was 3. When you had, like, the worst experiences, I forget. I deliberately want to forget the fucking door number on his fucking door. Which it would have been fucking 3, because you go up the stairs, number 2 is there, and then it would be 3, and then you go upstairs to the 4th floor, and it's number 4 apartment. And, it was just awful, man. He was awful. Like, you know, awful. And the one guy that flirted with me, like, 2 months ago, he made he had a dog there, and he blamed it on Ted. And he's a fucking crackhead with his prostitutes. It's a disgusting old man. He's still walking around like people are just disgusting. And I can't say anything good about them. They suck. I don't know. I'm just real, and nobody else is. I mean, people are real. You can't be real in a lot of situations. You really can't. You can't be real. There's too much. I mean, when you're in the certain atmosphere, then you have to act that way. When you're in a work atmosphere, you have to, act the work way. Whatever. People who did the 9-to-5 jobs, they used to go home and drink too much, and just because their life totally sucked, right? So then they became multimillionaires during COVID, or these multimillionaires were that way, going on 10 years now, but they hate the rat race, the 9-to-5 job. And Terry J. Jr. and Chun Genius fighted over that. Like Terry J. Jr. was like, "That's my video that you stole." He didn't say it that way. Hey, that's not even a video. That's for everybody. That's not just for the chosen ones. Aren't allowed. You can't work from 9 to 5. Well, there was a chosen one that I'm not going to mention, and yeah, he was forced to work 9 to 5. If you don't have a choice, what else are you going to do? People are so stupid. Well, if you're a highly chosen one, then you can't work 9 to 5. Well, what if that's your only choice? I mean, most people don't have choices, and I never did my whole life. And I hope to heaven that somehow I am able to make it, but, I don't want any negative connections. Which, that's all I got. And I'll just call her broken down hearted little girl who has he's stunted emotionally. Stunted growth. Like, she has temper tantrums. She threw a soda in my face. She's awful to me. But she could be, because I shared with her my whole story. And, okay, I thought she was my friend. No, she's not my friend. No. And she can't ask me, what am I doing today, when I have no idea what she ever does any of the days. But she's nosy and she has to get into my business. What are you doing today? None of you, I don't know anything that you do. I don't know what the hell you did with your extra $600 for how many fucking months in a row. Get away from me. I'm real. But not to her face. Because wait, you can't be real to people's faces because they're not real. Bottom line. That's why people talk behind other people's back. People are awful. And they don't see themselves as how awful they really are. But you can't tell them that. They're in denial of them being that bad. She just was that bad to me. And never ever had any knowledge of it. So I guess she's blinded by a bunch of demons. Man. Well, she backstabbed her best friend. And I guess they make fun. It's just like, it's so stupid. I don't get it. I really don't. But she had no right to, I might have helped her out the most in my old folks' home. Helped her out. Yeah, I get really cool shit out of the trash. Like, here, I'm gonna show one because it's right there. I paid this lady back in quarters what I needed money, so there. Look at this beautiful dish, okay? What was in the trash? What's the beautiful stuff I get in the trash? And I gave her, like, how much stuff? She doesn't care about me. And might give me, like, $2 for that, if she has it in her pocket. Oh, here's $3. I actually sold that for, like, $5. I gave her $5 back in quarters, because I could. Because I liked it. So I got it back. Like, why not? I never had any money. I never could do anything. You can't do anything without any money. That's why in Ecclesiastes it says, money answereth all things on, and it should say, Satan damns to hell the sin-cursed earth, where evil reigns. Because that's the truth. And I asked another chosen one today, do you think that you live on Satan damned to hell, sin-cursed earth, where evil reigns? How many chosen ones on YouTube have I said that to? Do you live on Satan damned to hell, sin-cursed earth? Not one of them can answer me. Like, why not? Well, I don't really think so, because, you have the blue sky and the happy little chirping birds, and you get, there's a lot of life, and you just gotta find it. But if your circumstances really suck, then that's not gonna happen. And people aren't real about circumstances. You can't do anything in really bad circumstances. Look at my circumstances. My whole fucking life. I could never do anything at all. I couldn't even go to the grocery store with my WIC checks. I had to rip them up when my kids were small. Well, I didn't get them. It's good cheese, good milk, good cereal, good, whatever else they give you, eggs. Who cares? I wasn't, just fucking rip them up. And then my dad started taking me. And that's just mean. You can't even take me to a grocery store to get WIC checks, so I had to rip them up. And, pretend all narcissist thinks that's... Well, you should just go there. You should just walk to the grocery store. That's 2 miles away. Just walk there with your little kids, because I always had to walk everywhere when I was a kid. That's from where I came from. It's just awful. Insane abusers are just totally awful. They just, oh my god. There's no ending to their hell. That's why Earth is hell. Because they reign. They do whatever the hell they want. It's not right at all. Shit, it's long. I don't know, should I put this up?